Good morning, everyone. I am Polash. So today I'll be talking about the tribal displacement due to development projects. So as we all are familiar with the recent cases which relates to the tribal displacement, that is POSCO project and Vedanta mining, which was held in Odisha. So who are the tribal peoples? So, tribal peoples are the original inhabitants of forest, hills, and remote areas in India. So, they live in very close connection with the nature, depending on forest, rivers, and hills for the food, water, homes, and culture. So, what are the tribal groups which are available in the Odisha? So, here are the some major tribal groups in the Odisha. Number one is Dongeria Kond, Ho, Santal, and Saura. So these are the tribal communities which live peacefully in nature for hundred of years, we can say. So, what are development projects? So sometimes the government and big companies start projects like steel factories, mines, power plants, dams. So they claim these projects are built for development, jobs, and better economy. But many of these projects are built on tribal land and often without asking or informing the people living there. So, as we all know, this mainly the main reason for the projects are for, of course, the development, but they are not concerned about the people who are living in that area. So let's talk about the first example under the tribal displacement, that is POSCO project. So POSCO project started in 2005. That plan to build a huge steel plant in Jagat Singhpur, which is Odisha. The project needed thousands of acres of land, which was used by farmers and the tribal people. And the people of that area protested against that land by saying that we don't want a factory, we want our land, farms, and forest. So, as we all know, these projects are also in relate to some problems which arise because of this project. So, here are some problems which are faced by the tribal peoples in regards to this development projects. So, first of all, there was no proper permission from local people before starting the project, and the police violence was there against the protesters, and they were not paying a fair compensation or new houses for displaced people, and even many people lost their homes, battle farms, and forests because of this project. So moving forward to the second example, which is Vedanta mining. So Vedanta company wanted to mine bauxite, a mineral, in the Niyamgiri Hills, which is situated in Odisha. So the area is a home to the Dongeria Kond tribes. They usually consider these hills as sacred like a god. They pray the hills, and the government also gave permission for mining without consulting the tribal peoples who are living in that area. So even these development projects also created problems for the localites who are living in that area. The number the main problem that arise because of this project was the people who are related to the development projects. They were cutting down the forest trees which are available in the hills, and even the hills would be destroyed, and which led to tribal people losing their homes, culture, water, and food. So, so what are the human rights which are available for protection of the people against the violation? So basically, there are three rights. Article 17, which right to property, which states about people should have the right to own and keep the land. So how it was violated in the case? So tribal people were removed without their consent. The second right is Article 25, right to educate, housing, and living, which says that everyone should have a safe home, food, and water. And how it is related to the case which I have discussed is that their homes and farms were destroyed without their consent. And the last one is Article 27, right to cultural participation. So, what does it means? People have the right to practice their religion, culture, and customs. And how it is related in the case, sacred Niyamgiri hills were at risk. Culture was disrespected. They were destroying the forest. They were destroying the hills. So, how did tribal people responded to that to these development projects? So, regarding the mining project, there was a Andolan which called as Niyamgiri Bachao Andolan. This Andolan was led by Dongiria Kond and supported by the activities. The slogan was Niyamgiri is our God, not a mine. And they protested for years through marches, letters, and village meetings. And at last, they got a legal victory where the case was sent to the Supreme Court of India in 2013. And the court asked the people, they took the information related to the case. And all the 12 tribal villages which are available in that area against it, voted against that mining. And the government and Vedanta were forced to stop the project. So how does this projects impacts the tribal people? So as we all know, there is loss of homes and forest lands, and there is poverty as there is no job or supports. There is mental stress due to displacement and destruction of culture and religion, and which relates to the health problems due to poor living condition in relocation areas. So why this matters? So this case is not just about the land, it's about human dignity, respecting people voices, protecting nature and culture, following the law and rights. So for the conclusion of this case study, what I would say is development should not happen by hurting poor and tribal people. Rights, consent, and compensation must be respected. The Dongiria Kond tribes fought peacefully and they saved their sacred hills, and their fights become a symbol of human rights and environmental justice. So it's not about the Dongeria hills as well as the tribal parts of the Odisha. It's about the whole individual which are there in a nation. It is the responsibility of each and every individual in the nation to protect their nature, to protect their culture, to protect the religion. The individual should be aware of the rights that have been created by the laws in regards to their benefit. Thank you.